there, it's Jodette here with Jodette Designs, and I have a fun tutorial for you today. Today I'm going to show you an easy way to make fancy letters without even having to do any hand lettering. So this lesson goes along with the Defeat Discouragement kit and lesson that I'm doing in the Delight in the Word Challenge. So this is one of the printables that goes along with that, and we've got kind of this Native American theme, and we're talking about walking by faith and being brave. And so I'm going to be using this sheet here that has multiple instances of brave and faith already out, and I'm going to show you how to make these fancy. So let's get started. So maybe you've got some Bible journaling templates or a coloring book or whatever that has just some plain letters, and you'd like to make them fancy and in a way other than just with color. So let's start out here with this one right here. And a very simple way to add some fun and make your letters look a little fancy is simply to add some stippling. And all you do is just make lots of little dots, just randomly all over the place, like that. And see how that just makes them look different. And then you can go ahead and color over the top of that if you'd like. And if you want to, you can make it a little bit heavier down at the bottom so that you've got kind of a gradient going up. So isn't that cool? Okay, another easy way is just to add some lines. So I'm going to do a diagonal line here on this one. Just simple diagonal lines. Trying to keep them straight and the same distance apart. See how that changes the look of that letter? Just add some character to it. And then when you're coloring this in, there's many different ways you can do it. You can either just color it all one color, or you can color each little section a different color, maybe rainbow colors, or you could alternate and maybe do like a red and white stripe. Just multiple ways that you can have fun with that. So another option, if you've got a word, let's do this one here that's not it doesn't have the white inside for you to be able to fill it in. So what can we do with that? Well, let's just make a box around it. This is a way to just kind of highlight a word, and then you can add some decoration to this little box, like that. Now, isn't that fun? Another thing you can do, I love doing this, is kind of a sticker effect. And so you just go follow the outline of the letters as if there was like you were going to punch out a sticker. And there you go. And then you can color that in if you want, or you can color around it and leave that part white, whatever you'd like. Now let's go back up here to this one on the top. This one has some nice big spaces here on each letter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a little diamond shape in the middle and then I'm going to draw a line and a dot. So anyone can do that, even if you think you're not good enough to do hand lettering or you're not an artist. Just draw a little diamond, a line, and a dot. And see how cool that looks? Just dresses that up. It gives it more character. So depending on what kind of shapes or what kind of things you add is to what kind of character you're adding to it. Now this one here has already been done, and this is actually an actual font that's got some that would be like the highlights or the cutouts there of that added. This one, let's do, this is something fun to do that's very easy. I'm just going to add some little lines all along the top. And you want the lines to kind of be all the same length. And then we can add some on the bottom. See how that just kind of helps give those letters some dimension. And then you could add just a little highlight there if you want. Okay, let's go up here and do some of the faith words. Now you can always add all kinds of stripes. You can do horizontal stripes, vertical stripes. We did the diagonal stripes over here. You can do diagonal stripes the other way where you have it like a crisscross. I'm going to show you something here that you can do. And sometimes I'll use a ruler and sometimes I won't. Actually, I'm not going to because it's going to be too close, but I try to get the lines as straight as I can, so I'm going to go do some horizontal lines here. And what I'm going to do is make them really close together at the bottom, and then I'm going to start getting a little bit further apart. A little bit further apart, and even further apart. And see how that makes it look kind of like a gradient. So that's just a way that you can do lines but make it a little bit different. Okay, this lettering here is interesting. Let's see what we can do with it. Let's just add a little, it's like an asterisk. So you do a crisscross in the middle, and then let's just add some lines. Do that on each letter. Put a little line on the top there. There, isn't that fun? Really dressed up that didn't it? And here's an example here of how you could just add little dots or little lines. And here's just adding lines that are evenly spaced. That's always a very easy option. These are nice big fat letters. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to make it look like they are sewn or stitched. And so you could add little lines, but I find it's easier just to add dots. So I'm just going to add dots all along the edge, all the way around. Try to make them evenly spaced. Isn't that fun? See, there's the, see the dots and what a different effect that gives it. Like I said, or you could do little lines, like little stitch lines. You want to be sure you go around the inside edges as well. And there you go. Fun, fun. Okay, now this right here, this reminds me of those letters like you see in home decor that have the light bulbs on them. So let's make it look like that. So let's just add some circles. Doesn't that look cool? Very, very easy. Very easy and fun. Okay, let's, so this one over here, I'm going to do, again, like actually what I'll do is, because this is Faith, I'd like to highlight this this T, and so I am just going to draw a cross around that T, and so that kind of highlights that. And then you can color in the others. You could even do another layer of that. There you go. Now this one here, again, if you've got just some lettering that doesn't have the white space for you to fill it in, so what can you do to fancy that one up a little bit? Well, how about some floating shadows? So all you do is you want to first determine where your light source is coming from. So let's say that the light is going to be coming from over here, like our sun, or our light bulb is over here. So then the shadow is going to be on the left side and on the bottom. So all we're going to do is draw a line all along the left side and across the bottom. Along the left side and the bottom. Again, this, we're going to do the left side of this, left side, and across the bottom, left side, and the bottom. That one was a little messy, but still, even see when you get it done, even though it's not perfect, my lines are not perfectly straight, you still have that effect. It still looks fun. All right, let's see. Where are we at? Back over here to this one. Now this has nice big block letters, and you don't have to do them all the same way. So let's have some fun with this one and just kind of mix it up a little bit. So let's start out with this one. I'm going to make some little scallops on the outside here. And then I'm going to put a little dot in the middle, and that makes it look like that we've kind of got some lace going on there. And then I might draw some little lines that look like stitches. And there we are. And then on the next one, something else you could do is do like the scallops like on the inside, like that. And if you want to do the dots, you can do that. You can put some dots on the outside, kind of in between the, like that. Something that's fun, that's always fun, depending on what kind of look you're going for, is you can have polka dots. So we can do a mixture of big and small polka dots. Isn't that fun? Then you can color those in all different colors. Let's see. Let's do another variation with some stripes. So I've got some stripes there, and then I'm just going to kind of do some little scribbles in the middle of the stripes, and there you've got dark stripes and light stripes. And something else you can do, I love flowers, so I'm just going to draw a little flower right here. And maybe a leaf. There you go. Isn't that cute? So many different ways that you can dress up your letters. Let's go to this one down here on the bottom, and I'm going to do this will look staying kind of with that Native American theme, kind of a southwestern look. And do some triangles there, and then I'm going to add some stripes inside the triangles. Same way with this one. Now on the A, since it doesn't have a straight line like these others do, I'm going to make a straight line. I'm just going to go right down like that, and then add my triangles like that. Add the lines. Isn't that fun? Okay, let's see what we've got left. We've got one here that, let's see, I'm going to make a straight. I want this line to be lined up all the way across each of the letters. And then I'm going to do one on the bottom. Most of the time I do not use a ruler or straight lines. I just do it, and because I want that, usually want that hand-drawn look anyways, so it doesn't need to be perfect. And then I'm going to add some vertical stripes here. Try to make them evenly spaced, pretty close together. And we'll do the same thing on the bottom. One more letter here. And then, that looks cool right there. But I'm also going to add something to the middle part here. And even make it a little more fun. Let's just add some little curlicues. Isn't that fun? There's just so many different things that you can do to make fancy letters, even without having to hand letters, because all these are just fonts that I printed out. So you can do that as well if you're making something. Just print out some big fonts, or you can trace. Like you can use this printable that I have and just trace over just the outlines and then do your fun stuff in the middle. This one here, this is a very fun, just very simple way to dress up these letters. We're just going to add, it's kind of like what we did at the top of some of the other letters. I'm just going to do this on the side, and it kind of gives the effect of kind of some shading. So you're kind of adding some dimension. Just quick little lines. See how that gives dimension to those letters? Kind of makes it look a little bit 3D. Okay, what are we going to do with this one here? Again, there's no insides to fill in. It's got kind of a fun font, but I'd like to dress it up even a little bit more. It's got these fun things going on, so I'm just going to add some more. This can be like little fringe, like little you know, with home decor stuff, you can get these things with the little balls on it. Just is so fun. And then let's add just a little line to the right side. And some of these here. Yeah, isn't that fun? And then here's a couple more. This one, so you've got just plain letters, plain old capital block letters. What can we do with them? Well, let's draw our own block letters. So a lot of times this is how I'll draw. You know, if I'm wanting block letters like this, I'll start like this and then I'll draw around them. So you could just draw. And doesn't have to be perfect because I like the hand-drawn look. sure you get the inside of the A there. And there you go. And then you can color the inside of that if you want to. These are really cute. Again, have this big, nice, wide space here. So I'm going to add some hearts. I love hearts, and I haven't gotten to add hearts to anything yet. So I'm just going to add a little heart to the middle of them all. And that is cute. We could leave them like that, but I'm going to add just a dot. 2 dots. One above, one below. It's amazing just what a few little dots will do. Isn't that fun? Okay, have we got all of these? Yeah, looks like we've done all of these. So I was going to go ahead and show you one other thing. These are some designs that I just photocopied and printed out that came from my Inspire Praise Bible. And they've got nice big letters, just kind of plain though. So I'm going to show you how I would dress those up a bit. So let's start here with the word never, and I'm just going to draw some horizontal lines on that. See how that changes the look, feel of those letters. And I'm not going to do all of those because that would kind of be overkill. So, but we'll do a few of the words. With day, I'm going to do the dots like it's stitched. Just all around the outside. Love this technique here. It's so easy to do. I'll do it around the other side of the letter. See how that just makes that word stand out a little more? Okay, now let's see, what are we going to do with the word one? I want to do something with that. Let's make some little diamonds. And then I'm just going to add a couple of dots on each side. And I may even fill in the diamonds. There we go. Kind of dresses up that word. And then with before, I'm going to do that where I just put the little lines on the side. Kind of add some dimension, some shading to the side of the letters. And then with Lord, we want Lord to really stand out. So I'm going to, because he is full of light, I'm going to do the one technique that looks like the light bulbs. Just drawing little circles. Isn't that fun? And then let's do prayer. What should we do to prayer? Why don't we just do some stippling? See how that just makes those certain words stand out more so than the others? And then when you color them, of course, you can add different colors to make certain words stand out as well. Okay, let's look at this one. It says, "May the Lord smile on you and be gracious to you." So this font kind of has all of the corners are a little bit bigger, so I'm just going to put a circle in there, kind of like they were, like it's a nail or something, like maybe they're nailed on. And then let's just add some little lines. There we go. See how that dresses that up? Adds character. We could do the same thing with the word gracious. Then over here on this one, this is the Lord's arrow, an arrow of victory. I think I'm just going to do the, just kind of add some shading to that. See how that changes the look of that word when you just add that little bit of texture, that little bit of shading. I can do the same thing with the word victory, even though that's a different font. I'll still work with that. See how that looks? Okay, now this one, we've got some big letters here that we can have lots of fun with. Let's see what we want to do. When I think of up, I think of arrows and pointing up, so let's just add some arrows on here. Maybe a couple of dots. There we go. That looks good. With get, I think I'm just going to do the using that same technique to just kind of add some dimension and shading, but I'm not doing it. I'm doing it a lot further apart than I did on those others. And then with and, let's add some stripes. could shade in those stripes if we wanted to, or we could just do that later with our colors. And add some circles here to this word eat. Kind of varying the size of the circles, doing some big ones and some little ones. There we go. You'll see how different that looks than when we started, when it was just plain. So there you have it. There is how you can easy ways to add fanciness and character to just plain letters. Hope you have enjoyed that. I would love to see what you do with what you learned from this tutorial. And if you would like to join me in the Delight in the Word Challenge, we have monthly challenges every month. Just go to my website at jodit.com, and I've also got free printables for you at jodit.com/joy that you can get some free printables to print out and use as well. So I hope to see you there. Bye now.